I was actually really, really impressed with Servamp this week. No word of a lie. I thought they were done with Sakuya at this point and he was gone. That was my problem in the last episode. I said, wow, it could have been so much more impactful if they'd kept this going for a few more episodes. But I mean, this episode showed me I was completely wrong about that. And all the gut bunches when it came to Sakuya's real past and the real importance about him being there with Misono actually came in this episode. So that was kind of amazing. I really loved it. Sakuya's backstory was so sad. I mean, his father is just a complete and utter dick. And his sister is just such a saint. Oh, man. Seeing her fall from that building, by the way, that totally reminded me of Sonozaki Mion, or Shion, from Higurashi no Nakukura ni at the end of one of the routes. Because, Jesus Christ, she looked exactly the same with that green hair and the ponytail and the exact same kind of death. God, that brought back some scars from back then. But I mean, as well as that, which was awesome, don't get me wrong, Sakuya's backstory was kind of tragic. They just kept going with it. Misono proved what a beast he is. He finally got his will to fight. He said no matter what, he's serious now. He wants to take down Tsubaki. So damn good. And I mean, that scene when he charged after Sakuya off of the building as well was just 10 out of 10. I mean, obviously I knew his broom was going to fly. We see it in the opening. But he didn't quite know that. He just suspected it. So that was kind of sick. Oh, man. Seriously, this was a really good episode for me. I really do like Sakuya. I really do like all of the characters in this so far. I mean, especially the bad guys and the crazy ones. I mean, there were some serious crazy ones in this. There was that dude, Gege, a new Servamp, I believe, who appeared in this episode who has like a bunch of guns and wears all these bags on top of his head. For one thing, that character design is absolutely insane. But goddamn, the voice, that was Suda Kenjiro, right? I mean, he's been in so much shit recently. He's doing so well. And that voice just like asking, why did you lie to me? Was really damn good. And then even better than that, the blonde guy that was with him, whose name, I don't know. He was just so cool. I mean, he dodged the bullets like a beast. He was seeming so serious and really asking Misono the important questions at some points. But then other points, he was just so hilarious. He was so funny and jokey. And I really like that juxtaposition. I really like him as a character. I want him to come back some more. His voice was perfect for that role, and just the way he was teasing Misono was just 10 out of 10. And to correct myself, his name is Mahiru, not Misono. I don't know why I called him Misono so many times at the beginning of this review. But yeah, Mahiru, my bad. Mahiru was really good in this episode, especially, I mean, right at the beginning. We got that creepiness coming in. We got Kuro kind of lose control of himself a little bit. He had to bite Mahiru to stay around. That was sick. It was so dark. Again, the visual effects were incredible. I mean, when that dark spirit thing, I'm guessing that's the actual spirit of sloth that was coming straight out of Kuro. That looked so cool. It reminded me of Madoka Magica, where everything got all creepy in the other worlds, the witch worlds in Madoka. It looked very much like that. And it had that effect where darkness was dripping out of its mouth and burning things around it. That was so sick. That really was good. And everybody having to flee from Kuro because he was so damn strong at that point. I loved it. I mean, it leaves so many questions which Mahiru just didn't answer in this one. He didn't even ask the questions in this one. He was very chill about that whole thing. I would have been freaked the fuck out. The next day, Mahiru was just wallowing in self-pity, and I actually kind of felt bad for Kuro, I'm not going to lie. Mahiru just ignored him the next morning while Kuro was obviously trying to make amends. He was trying to speak to him. He was feeling like he'd done bad. And Mahiru could have made him feel better because obviously Mahiru wasn't actually pissed off at Kuro. He was pissed at himself. But he decided not to. What a dick move, to be quite honest. That was quite sad to me. But I mean, yeah, he needed some time to heal over. He needed some time to get himself back in order. And he really did. Just again, his uncle. Mahiru's uncle is just such a beast. Every time Mahiru has any kind of problem, he just remembers that one time his uncle said that one thing which makes everything perfect again. And he does. Mahiru's uncle always has one of those things ready. So I loved it. That whole, you just have to reach out your hand and tell people, I'm your ally. man, that's such a good way to live your life. I mean, you'll get betrayed all over the place. But you really would have a lot of friends, and if everybody in the world tried to act like that and tried to genuinely care about each other, God, it would be so nice. It really would. I mean, it completely makes sense now why Sakuya did find Mahiru. Why Mahiru eventually found Kuro. Because there are only so many people in the world that are that crazy, that would take in Kuro and that would actually be interesting to someone like Sakuya who felt so broken. So, I mean, yeah, that was so powerful. Sakuya showing up at the cultural festival in the end, wearing that mask, which, again, throwing back memories. That really reminded me of Hotorobi no Morie, the one where there's the ghost who the girl hangs out with every summer. Oh, man. So many feels, so many memories. This anime was just really good in this episode. It's getting quite powerful. Again, it is still feeling like it's rushing through quite a bit of this, but I have no problem with that at all right now. I'm able to keep up fine. It's not like everything's going over my head. It's just enjoyable. It's at a good pace where a lot happens in an episode, but you are able to follow along. It doesn't feel like they threw too much of you in one go. And again, just some quick plot points to throw at the end of this episode, because I always forget to say things during this review. It was very cute seeing Misono sitting, laying in his bed, feeling bad about the fact that he couldn't help Mahiru more. That was actually really sad, and he blushed and was all like, oh God, I can't talk to him. I'm just so embarrassed. I didn't manage to do anything for him. That was super nice. And then also, the whole everything with Tsubaki. That scene where Tsubaki and Mahiru were just chilling, having sushi, was cool. He's like an amazing bad guy. And also the flashback we get when Tsubaki first met Sakuya, tried to make him feel better as a kid, and basically told him, when you die, I'll be back for you. Dude is a really, really creepy but good bad guy. He's very interesting. It seems like he actually, to an extent, cared about Sakuya, even though now he's clearly just using him. Or maybe he just wants to collect people that are similar to him, that have been abandoned and feel lost. Either way, very, very interesting. So yeah, love this episode. Let me know what you guys thought of it in the comment section below, and if you enjoyed this review, then wreck that like button like you mean it. Subscribe if you haven't already seen more, and I will see you guys next time.